said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the ULM Warhawks, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Warhawks. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Well, I'd say that's quite a way to make an early statement. Take the opening kickoff and run it all the way back for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will start this game off. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Tons of room in the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. So the UL Monroe Warhawks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. After missing that 53-yard field goal attempt, pretty good field position here. 1st and 10 from the 36. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now they'll run it on the toss. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And every offense has plays.
Nah, I'm playing CPU.
And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something they wanted to show.
You take a look at it. I think everybody should be done. Look at it.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now.
Oh, y'all got to play.
He's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a
Well,
really
you gotta wait on
this
y'all.
offense, considering his success now early.
Quarterback extends the play. Unleashes one.
You gotta wait on y'all.
Complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack.
What's up to y'all?
As soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run. And I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Got it. They will score. Touchdown, ULM.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeps the play going. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. Spins away from the defender. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Play of the period, 1st down here. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Warhawks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Power football with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Might be changing the route. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, defense doing a great job of winning. setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking for room. It's Eldridge. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Yeah.
Wants to fire on second down. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Texas A&M going up tempo. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think nobody else gonna play. I think Air Force and One Nation might have played, but I think that's it.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception.
No, I look when the game over with.
Playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
You got that.
With the running back.
I better look in that y'all know as soon as I get done with this shit.
Out of bounds at the 42.
Alright.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Warhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Bold, and runs through another guy. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. Touchdown, Warhawks! He shed tackles like a snake, getting rid of his skin. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it near midfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. He breaks the tackle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
And the Warhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wilcox. And the returner will be brought down. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
This time it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Got some room to run.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Well, I I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 10 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Hand off from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's the pressure. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
UL Monroe has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. The Warhawks are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Trying to impose their will with the run. At the 10, he's got room. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Warhawks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
That's the kind of play that might happen only one time in your life if you're lucky. It's like a hole-in-one in golf. Pollock, a 99-yard touchdown run.
When you get almost 100 yards on the day, you're happy. But when you get it on one carry, it's even better. They give it to him. Once he gets past that 2nd level, no one catches him all the way to the house. 99 yards.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Wilcox. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Smashes through the tackle. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. From 55 yards out, and he's
showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's going to try to return this one. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game. But
oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They go to the wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Creates a little room. Running through contact. Flying out to the left. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UL Monroe. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading their boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Keeps it going. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they grab it in the end zone. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, baby.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Slithers into space. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Louisiana Monroe has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Flying down the left side. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Warhawks! With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. 6-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. Off to the races. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. To the air on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a look. There he goes. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UL Monroe. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Snags it over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And they'll mark it down at the 30. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And the Warhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Runs through a tackle.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Shows him the stiff arm. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory. Because so far this season, they've really struggled.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll give it to the back. Thrust that arm out. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way.